Well, we made it. That was ugly all day. We are there. Riding in some new stuff. The DDR boys put together here. We'll see. Managed to focus long enough to chit chat, but they have a little conversation. I don't know where those guys went. Back a truck up here, and we're going under this giant tree here. I'm seeing most of this trail for the very first time. Woo! Nice moss covered log. One deserves another. Here we go. It's tight in here. Slicker and snot with all these leaves on the wet clay. Anyway, so there's been a lot of noise. Kawasaki's launched the new 250X, which I'm excited about. They've launched KLX 250S and SM, which I'm really super excited about. I love the whole idea of a supermoto, even though I don't own one. I'd like to have wheels for my 250L. And then I'm especially excited to have a 300 dual sport. Some of my complaints have been about the 250. It needs just a little bit more poke than it has. And it naturally created the usual responses on the internet you would get, where everybody's like, oh, well, KTM 350 has this for $5,000 more, you could have a real bike, blah, blah, blah. And I get really bent about this because European bikes, they're calling dual sports. And I don't think that they're really dual sports. Yes, it is a dirt bike with a plate. That is true.
If spoked wheels, knobby tires, and a license plate is how we define a dual sport, then by that logic, the Africa Twin is also a dual sport.
But I'm going to say it's a race bike with a plate. Now, I wasn't riding bikes when the Honda XR series were the heyday, or in their heyday. So I admit there's a lot I don't know. But just some part of it just doesn't seem right to me. Be like, oh, well, you know, buy the European bike. You know what? That's fine. If that's what you want in a dirt bike, if you want to do what I'm doing right now, ride a single track in the woods. I literally only have a plate on this bike because I ride a mile down the street to Dayton dirt riders and ride it back home. That's it. Otherwise, I don't need this plate. This bike's not really fun on the asphalt. Whether or not a four-stroke would be is a different conversation. But at any rate, I just don't think that we should be calling these European race bikes with license plate dual sports. I think we should be calling them enduros because that's what it is. Now, there's a whole other, conversation and debate to go with all this. But I think that we should differentiate one more time. And I know everybody's like, oh, there's so many segments of motorcycles. I know, I get it. But I really think that when it's a race bike with a plate, where the maintenance intervals are measured in hours and not in miles, it should be called an enduro. And when it's measured in miles, not hours, and we're talking by 1,000 miles, not a couple hundred miles, it's a dual sport. Because it's meant to be ridden on the street as much as it's meant to be ridden on the road. Whereas, yes, these four strokes, like the KTM 500 or whatnot, can absolutely be ridden on the road. I mean, 500s, KTM 500s have been ridden around the world. I get it, but it's not the same intended customer. I might get one, but I'm going to be a weird guy, by and large, spending so much time on the asphalt with the 500. And again, I'm still doing maintenance intervals by hours. So, anyway, I want to know what you think. I'm out here riding around, enjoying the show. You think we're good with calling race bikes dual sports? Or do I have a point by saying I think we should differentiate between the two? Anyway, as usual, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I'll see you later.